Alrighty. Welcome back to another episode of The Highlight Reel. And with me I have two artists from the city. They just dropped a tape. It's called City Champs, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all introduce yourselves. Go ahead.
My name Quan.
Yes, sir.
Cheesy Charles.
Alright. Alright, man. So I want to say thank y'all for being guests first and foremost. And I know we here to talk about the tape, but I also want to get to know who y'all are as people. Obviously, we have your daughter here, so you know, don't mind that. There's nothing wrong with that because we love the kids on the highlight reel, so there's nothing wrong with that. But I wanted to. Oh yeah, we also watching some football right now, so of course don't mind that either. You straight, bro. All right, so I want y'all to kind of talk about who y'all are first off, and then we're gonna go ahead and get into y'all music a little bit. It's cool, man. Sure. Don't worry about it. So, like, who is for Quan? Who is Quan? We want to know who you are.
As you can see, I'm a father first, man.
Yeah.
Something I didn't expect. I'm from the city.
Okay.
I really can't. I was just talking to my mom about this, but I really can't really say I'm from a certain area because I had the single mom and we literally lived in like 10 different neighborhoods. Like
yeah, I
every
can relate.
year after the lease up, we moving somewhere. So it ain't been nowhere where I've been like stagnant. That's why I got a lot of friends in places. But when people just ask me, I really just say the whole city because it ain't nowhere that I've been like stayed put. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I've been moving all around. So
No,
yeah.
I feel that. All right, Cheesy. What about you? Like,
Yeah.
who are you? We want to know. People want to know who is Cheesy Charles. Man?
Cheesy Charles,
Yeah.
He's a cool dude. He a rapper,
Right.
athlete, student athlete, or soon to be student athlete graduate.
Yes,
college
sir.
Graduate.
Yes, sir. Love to hear it.
Yeah, but I ain't move around the city. I grew up in one neighborhood, stayed put my whole 13 years. I lived in Avondale for 13 years.
Okay.
Still stationed in the city. Yeah.
All right. What high school did you graduate from?
I graduated from Schroeder though.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what high school did you graduate
I
from?
went to Wyoming.
You went to
got
Wyoming.
shifted.
Oh, you went to Wyoming.
Yeah.
So you ever heard of Lachlan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went there.
Right over by the
I went
tracks.
there.
Okay.
All right, and I went to Walnut Hill, so you know I always say that's the best high school. But that was like the smart kid high school, but nah, that school was hard. But enough about me. So I want to talk about. We're gonna get into this tape, but I kind of want to understand where the idea for this tape came from, cause I was like, cause I've already heard it, and when I was listening, I was like, whose idea was it to do this? Cause I know y'all collabed before, so I was wondering, did the idea for this collab tape come from one of y'all collaborations before, kinda? And y'all was like, dang, we sound kind of good. Like, let's go ahead and do something else.
That's exactly how it
Okay.
happened.
We just got in the studio one time, didn't know each other from a can of paint, just was that was fans of him,
Yeah.
Mutual fans that we had was telling us work together. So
Okay.
we worked together one time, and then after that, first month of us working together, we made 3-4 songs.
Yup.
Okay. So what
Put all
what
them
was
bitches
the?
out.
So was it during a certain session y'all was like, bro, we should make a tape? Like who? I want to know who said it. One of y'all had to have said it.
Yeah, I forget who said
I
it.
think
but
it was me. I don't remember exactly where. I do remember one thing though, like bruh said, just to touch on that.
Yeah.
He said I ain't know him from a can of paint. My boy Scat B-Lo was in the building.
Yeah.
I linked up with Cheese, you feel me? He came through. I pull up a song, do the hook, lay it down. I'm like, you with this? He like, yeah, bro, on his phone, you feel me? So I'm like, all right. I'm thinking damn. I'm over here thinking bro, I ain't even writing his verse. I don't know if he with it or whatever.
Yeah.
I finished my part, bro. Go in there, lay down his verse. I'm in there bro.
Yeah.
This is hard. So it was from there, and then we did 2 more songs. I'm like, all right. But I'm pretty sure it was me. Yeah, bro, we got to do a tape, and we've been talking about it for years.
You can hold her. You're straight, bro. No worries, bro. No worries, bro. You good.
Came up out her shoes.
Yeah, we've been talking about this for a long time though.
Yeah.
We've been trying to do it and it's really gonna be I think the tape 16 songs or something like that. We still got 5 more that still ain't even dropped yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he finna drop a tape too, and it's gonna have.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on that.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, so we got hella in the vault.
Yeah, because bro, from what I heard, I was like, oh my gosh, this is some good stuff. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all what my top 5 songs are in a second. Cause we gonna get to that.
Sure.
But yeah, so where did the name come from as far as City Champs? Like what inspired that?
Just I feel like it's just both us being. I'm gonna give you the commercial reason. I'm gonna give you the real reason. Like,
Okay.
So the commercial reason is like we both from the city. You feel me?
Yeah.
On some up and coming, like not up and coming, like we well known, but like not as known as we feel like we should be, or you feel me? Not getting the recognition we feel like we deserve. Cause originally we was just gonna put hella people that we fuck with in the city on the tape. Like, we was just gonna pass out songs as features, like people that was my favorite artists in the city and some of his favorite artists in the city. We was just gonna put them on the tape.
Yeah.
And then we was like, let's keep it like a few features, like a few low key people like that people don't know about. Yeah. And bring out the best of them.
Cause I saw it's what 4 features from what you sent me. It's Evil, Chris Cooks, Kenji.
Then my boy Neo.
Oh yeah, he on the last song.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Fact. Yeah. Side note, Neo, we still straight, right? We still good? All right, just making sure. All right, so yeah. Yeah, cause I was listening. Like, so first off, when I saw you back in August, I was like, bro, I'm dead serious. I want to have you as a guest, on the highlight reel. And then I saw y'all was dropping a tape, and I'm not gonna lie, I heard Heartbreak Legends, bro. That's what it's called, right? Yeah, I'm not tripping yet. When I heard that, I played it, and this is no exaggeration. Like, I played it like 10 times or something like that. I heard it one time, and I just kept playing it. Like that same night, bro. I kept playing it, and I think one of my favorite things about that song in particular is, and I've realized that y'all do this kind of throughout the album, is y'all kind of interweave some of what y'all say, and I think that's like a small detail like that is so cool, because it showed that, I'm guessing y'all were somewhere writing, like y'all would write y'all own verses, but y'all were writing somewhat together.
What's crazy is like, I don't think we did one song together in the studio at the same. We probably did like 2 songs in the studio at the same time together. Like sometimes I do a song, put him on it. Like we'd be in the studio at the same time, but I done already recorded this, or he done already recorded this, and we just in there collaborating. So it's like he did a song like the Writer's Test, and he was like, you feel me? He was like, if you want to put this on the tape, go ahead. We gonna put a verse on it. But like when I was recording it, he was like, I'm happy you did the verse this way, because I didn't even have to tell you what to do. Like you just automatically referred back to what I was saying. And like in Heartbreak Legends, we was actually mentioning each other's like past albums and all type of shit. Like we was referencing each other a lot. Like
cause I realized that y'all did that kind of multiple times throughout the tape.
It's a chemistry thing, bro.
Then I was gonna ask y'all about that. Like, did y'all feel like, cause I'm guessing when y'all recorded those first few songs, y'all realized y'all had chemistry, and then even during the recording of this, whether y'all were in the studio together or not, or if y'all were whether y'all were able, like, if y'all were in the studio together, or if y'all weren't, but just how it came out, y'all were like, dang, we kind of worked, like it just worked like that.
It's chemistry for me, because I listen to some of bruh's songs and I be thinking like, damn, this sound like something I would say. Like, a lot of his songs, it's like it's real familiar. Like he said, our sounds is a mesh. We don't sound the same, but the stuff we talk about in the lane is real similar.
We both clever as hell. Like we're saying some clever.
Yeah, cause like I've had some writing experience or whatever, and I think the y'all's punchlines and stuff like that, or just like, what did you say? You said somebody like a rat like Lilo and Stitch. I'm like, would I have thought to say that? I don't know if I would have. Like, it's something, it's simple, but it's still clever. But nah, you good. Look, we are for the kids, just making sure people know that. Nah, we are, bro. We are, seriously, for real.
Definitely for the kids.
But yeah, when I was listening to it, every instance I would hear that, like, what? I can't remember what song it was specifically. You said she's from College Hill.
The Robert Test.
Okay. You said. Okay, so you said she from Lincoln Heights but went to Walnut Hills. You said she went to Withrow, but she from College. I was like, it's almost like they so far apart, but they still rhyme, and that's why it's like a, it's like a, nah, you might as well just hold her, but it's like it's a, I think it's cool when you hear that, because even though it's so far apart, it shows the chemistry and the interweaving of y'all's verses, because we gonna get into some more of the details of the songs too, like, well, matter of fact, what are y'all's favorite songs from the tape? If you had, cause I know this is y'all's baby, this is y'all's thing, but what are like?
How many you want? Like,
I'll say 3. We ain't gotta do a whole lot. Is 3 a lot?
nah, 3 cool.
Okay. Cause I got my 5 favorite.
My three would be Charlie Hustle for president.
Oh, yeah, yes. That's it.
I'll say Unc Nil.
Okay.
And VHS with
VHS, okay.
Chris Crooks. Yeah.
Okay. What's your top 3 off this tape,
Legends,
man?
for sure.
You said which one?
Heartbreak Legends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unc and them.
Okay.
And probably it'd be VHS too.
VHS?
I ain't even just saying that. Like, I like all of them. Like, the
Yeah.
songs,
All
like,
of them. VHS like give me radio vibe.
VHS? Okay.
VHS could be like that's a commercial hit.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna give y'all my top 5. I wrote them down too. Oh yeah, I got some notes in here just in case. Yeah, but let me see. It was Heartbreak Legends, VHS, Real One. Y'all been hearing me sing it the whole time I was setting up. It's like, I think, cause I was listening to it last night, and I was like, like the beat. It was just, it sound different, but it's so smooth. So I was listening to that. I like Real One, The Rider Test, and then Charlie Hustle for Prez. Cause I was gonna say, I think my favorite verse on the album is I think it's your verse in Charlie Hustle for Prez. Cause you like I was feeling both of y'all. Which, matter of fact, yeah. We finna tap into these notes real quick.
He was going crazy.
Yeah, cause all right, you was like top 5 in the natty, walking these beats though. Thrown empty in the city, man, the seat cold. I deserve it betting on myself, Pete Ross. Yeah, I was like, I love y'all's references to the city throughout the album, because I think it's, of course, being from Cincinnati, hearing other artists show their appreciation for the city. I love hearing that, because then first you was like, same person that repped the Bengals even when they was losing, because no matter what the weight is, he could carry it. And I feel that because like, we always talk about the Bengals. Yeah. So knowing, I personally feel that, and I think any Bengals fan can feel it, because if you rep your team while they losing, that's really the team that you rock with.
Exactly.
But it's also like, you know what comes with that. You know people gonna talk crazy about you, especially when they're not winning. But then when we up, it's like we know what come with that. So it's like you know how to carry that weight, and I appreciate hearing that from both of y'all. But yeah, my favorite verse I think is Charlie Hustle for Prez. But my favorite song was Heartbreak Legends, and that's still up there. It's still up there. But
bro,
I think
when I first heard that, bro, that was crazy. He sent it to me, and I was just like, damn, like.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. When I heard the song and I saw the video with it, bro, just the way y'all was, cause all right, it's so many details in it as far as the songwriting in it, the mixing between y'all's fits. Cause I remember when I saw that first a few months ago, I was thinking that is clever. Like that's clever because it's a minute detail, but I think it's something that people gonna pay attention to. So there's that, and then one like you would sing the chorus and then you would sing the chorus and y'all would maybe switch a line or something like that. I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, yeah, I was happy to hear that.
We got real surgical on that. It's like that's the longest song on the tape, man. It's almost like 5 minutes long.
Yeah, and it's the first song, so when I heard it, I was like, oh yeah, y'all. I get why y'all did that. Y'all trying to set the tone for it. But yeah, it was between that and Real One, and I think, like I said, I played. It's a toss because I played Heartbreak Legends so many times when I first heard it. But then after I heard Real One, I played that like.
That's how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna be like that with a lot of people. They gonna have a favorite one. Then you hear one that's gonna sneak on you. Then that's your favorite.
No, they don't even like the features we got on there are so crazy. Like everybody came. Like everybody came how they supposed to.
I like Chris Cooks on VHS too. And I was gonna say cause I feel like I took a lot of notes on kind of the songwriting throughout the album. I feel like y'all all were kind of melodic on that song. Like y'all were all maybe. Y'all saying different things, but y'all would maybe go up in the pitch of your voice at a certain time, and I thought it was cool to see that, especially when artists are coming in on a collab tape between y'all. It's like they get on the same page with y'all, and I think it's a cool thing to see. So I appreciate that. But were there any kind of like trials as far as hard things that maybe made it hard for y'all to record this album? Because I know y'all said that sometimes maybe scheduling stuff.
I feel like everything came together pretty easy for real.
Yeah.
The biggest setback, the real reason why we ain't dropped last year when we were supposed to, is because it was like just a bunch of unfortunate stuff happened. So like our My go-to graphic artist, he was down for a little bit, like laptop was messed up type. You feel me? Then you know, Crooks he ain't even in the city. He out in Vegas. Like, the dude that produced the song, his name Quick. He out in Vegas, like.
Okay.
So getting that verse back, making sure that sounded cool, that took a little minute. You know, Kenji and Foquan, they dads, so they like, you feel me?
Yeah, man.
You feel like, but once it came together, it was all simple. Like as far as on the music side, it was simple as hell. Once the got done, it was done. Like.
Okay. What was? Well, let me think. So how was y'all writing process kind of happening? Because I think, are we all saying that one would kind of write a song and then the other would come in on it? Because I think the way you sent it to me, it would maybe be you featuring him or him featuring you, like the same thing, or it would be y'all song. But even though they both on the tape, is that kind of did your titling, like the way you titled your songs, kind of come from what the process was like?
I don't think that. I think like the songs that he recorded and the songs that I recorded, like prior to each other, like collabing on them.
Yeah.
We pretty much named them ourselves. Heartbreak Legends had like 3 different names. Like.
Okay.
It had like 3 different names.
You mind sharing what them names were?
We named it like. First it was like Heartbreak Kids. Then it was like.
Okay. Cause I can see that.
Then it was like Shawn Michaels or some shit.
Okay. Yeah.
And we did like Heartbreak Legends. It was just HB. Then it was like HBK. Just leave it HBK. It was a bunch of for that.
So
one.
I'm guessing you like Shawn Michaels a lot.
Yeah.
Because you got what 3 tapes named Switching Music. Cause I think I finally caught on in it. I was like, y'all both said something about Sweet Chin, and it was funny. But I thought there was another detail that was kind of weaving y'all's verses together. But so, what stopped y'all from using those names?
I feel like Heartbreak Legends just went with the City Champs title. Like we got a whole bunch of like alter egos if you peep like throughout the tape. Like so Charlie Hustle for president, that's like Pete Rose's nickname, but I'm Charlie, you feel me?
Yeah.
Then we got the Comeback Kids.
Yeah.
We got Heartbreak Legends.
Right.
We got City Champs. We got Unk Now.
Yeah.
Like it's a whole bunch of alter egos going down throughout the tape.
Oh
like,
yeah, I think I saw that on your Instagram too. You said we go by many names. And
yeah, facts.
I think I realized like the different names were a bunch of the song names.
Yeah.
Clever. I like how y'all did this, man. I really liked it.
He was real strategic. He is with the songs. Like he'd be like, all right, I want you to do right here. You gonna do a little bridge right here. I'm gonna come in back right here. We do this and this. That's like that. That was like that with VHS, Comeback Kids, Heartbreak Legends. He real strategic, and I'm an easy person to work with. Like it's easy to me. So like he had said, I'm like bet like.
So y'all never really butt heads or anything?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm not.
Go ahead.
Me personally, like, I don't think it's been no artist for real that I work with, cause I get inspiration and I catch a vibe off of other people sometimes, especially if I get writer's block. That's why I sometimes let people lead, but nah, it was never that, like, with anything, like.
Yeah, cause I was gonna say also, do y'all think that working together somewhat maybe made it easier to do this tape? Cause I know, like, let's say you trying to write a song by yourself and you know you got 2 verses or 3 verses, like dang, it's just me. Whereas if it's gonna be 3 verses, it could be a 1 and then a half from both of y'all, and that's the third. Do you think that maybe made it easier for y'all?
That made it easy with a lot of stuff. I did that all the time. I did that with my tape. Like if I don't feel like writing the second verse, I know he gonna come through. Bless me with the verse, like.
I feel like as far as like I feel like it's all marketing strategies.
Okay.
About how you structure the songs and structure the vocals, because a lot of the songs that we made, they structured unorthodox. Like you said, I might say a hook and then he might say a hook, but it sounds like it's in our verses, but it's really just a hook type. Yeah. I think I did like a lot of on the tape, portioning wise, because I wanted us to share the same amount of vocals on the tape. Like I think it's like 50-50 down the middle. Like as far as who got the most time spent on tracks, as far on the tape. Respect. I didn't want it to be like, you know how Drake and 21 album was. Like you barely heard 21.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, I think I was maybe thinking, I wonder if there were gonna be some songs where it was maybe kind of your song, and then there was another song where it was like your song, but then Because if I just heard one of y'all at first, I'm thinking, okay, I haven't heard the other one in a minute. Maybe it's just their song. And then one of y'all would come in, I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. So I
Because
thought...
he even suggested, he was like, maybe like, you could put one solo song on there.
Yeah.
And he could put one solo song on there.
And y'all decided not to do that?
Because every song he wanted to put solo on that, I just felt like I could get on there. I'm like, bro, this is hard, bro.
Because I was thinking about that too. I was kind of expecting that somewhat. I'm thinking, okay, whenever you hear a collab tape, there's gonna be at least one song where it's one other artist and then the other song is another. But I think it was cool that y'all were on every song together.
Yeah.
And yeah, y'all did y'all thing with this, man. Like I'm appreciate y'all allowing me to basically give y'all this interview because I felt real cool. I was like, would you mind? Because I was not trying to just seem like a hype beast or nothing like that. But I'm like, is it all right if you send me the song so that way I can basically ask y'all about them? Yeah. So going off of that, which song do y'all feel like is the most personal for y'all? Because that's what I always think is. That's what I always think is. That's what I always think is interesting.
I gotta sit here and think, cause it's definitely every song I throw a little, not like shade, I throw some truth in there, about like something like.
I think it's just because since we are from the same city, certain things you say, I know I can think, oh my gosh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Or if you say this neighborhood, I can already kind of picture, like when you said she from Lincoln Heights but went to Walnut Hills, I'm like, oh, she like this, but she kind of smart, you know. It's just cool painting those pictures. So what song, or maybe what song were y'all maybe a little nervous to put out where somebody might think, oh, they know exactly what's going on or something?
I'm just because we got, it's like 2 songs on there that's like 2 years old. So like what was personal to me 2 years ago might not be, you feel me? Like, so it's hard. I think the most personal, like for right now, for me, was my verse on Rider's Test.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably the most personal.
Okay. Yeah, man, because when I listen to y'all, I'm thinking, whoo, I can feel what y'all saying.
I'll probably say that verse, the verse I put on I was just rapping like, I know one part I say like, we arguing, you better not touch my daughter, like, you know, tear up the house, like, don't touch my daughter,
say less, say less.
Say
no more. Say no more, man. Let me think. So, your name is Quan.
Yeah, that's my middle name.
That's your middle name?
Quan, yeah. It's Muslim. It's Islam. I was raised in Islam, but yeah.
Okay.
My rap name used to be like Cash B growing up, but it was so simple. But I was trying to like, let me change. How I change my rap name, like. Yeah. And then I just thought of my middle name, and I was like looking up the meaning, and all that, and it's spelled FURQUAN, but I just changed it to the number 4.
Yeah.
Like.
Okay.
So, on some Tupac.
Yeah, on some of that.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, where did your name come from?
My name came from, that's my real life nickname, Cheese. That's my name, Charles, and people just call me Cheese, like just shorter. Like that's been my nickname since I was like 11, 12 years old. Like,
oh dang!
It was like a joke type, Cheese and Charles, and then people just started, Cheese just stuck. And then by the time it was time to make social media, I just made all my handles Cheese and Charles.
Cause I think it's I kind of wanted to say I think it's cool that we went to school together. We at least went to Kent together. Yeah. And I was, cause I was doing some research. I think the first video I seen that you were on, or one of them is like, I think the first tape I saw that you were putting out was it called 4 a.m. in Kent?
6 a.m. in Kent.
6 a.m. in Kent. Yeah. So I was like, all right, that to me that was like a nod to Drake in a way as far as the Time series, but.
Listen to me, you could tell Drake my favorite for sure. Drake my favorite for sure.
We're gonna touch on that in a second. So we're gonna touch on that in a second too. So I think it's cool that I've seen basically how you've grown as an artist since then. Cause I think one of the videos I saw was for Ginobili, and that was in Kent. Cause it was in the dorm. Yeah. I was like, wow, I know exactly what that's like. Cause I've been in Kent. Yeah. But yeah, so who would y'all say are y'all's influences musically? Because I was gonna ask if maybe Kanye was one, just because in the samples, and I appreciate the fact that y'all use samples. I couldn't pick up all of them, but what was that?
If you could take, like, bro, my whole approach to the music is like me trying to be corny. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Like people, like if you listen
Cheesy.
to my music and listen and look at my image and like all the varsity jackets and all the school, like this Kanye was doing. Like Kanye came out as a corny rapper.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like that's the type of image I was pushing. Like in real life, I'm cool as hell. Like
Yeah.
I really been like a cool. Like I've been popular my whole life. But on the music side, I want to come off as because my name cheesy. Like I want to come off as cheesy. Like
I never pieced that.
Yeah.
I never pieced that together.
like
that
I
makes
always
sense
been
though.
the athlete. I always been like the popular dude. Like I always got girls in high school. Like I did all that. Like, but I just want to come off as the geeky, nerdy, or just in the books type.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like my last album cover, I'm at a school desk with books with a
Yeah,
varsity
that's
jacket.
fire.
Like
And then your album cover where it was you, and then part of your face is like somebody else's face.
Yeah.
That what's the name
That's
of that?
Angel's Cry.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fire too, man. I was like, bro, like that's why I think it's cool to see y'all's music separately, and then to see y'all bring it together. You can kind of see similarities, but the differences on the same front. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, he does this, but this is what they both do as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and talk about y'all's influences as far as musically.
I say definitely Drake.
Drake
Okay.
for sure. Drake for sure.
I don't know if you know Schoolie from the Rich Kids.
Mm-mm.
He an Atlanta artist, but only reason I say that because of the versatility.
He
Yeah.
started a lot of too.
Yeah, I do like the rapping and singing. Like I think it's so cool that like why you gotta be one artist. Like I feel like how Drake capitalized off of the come here, B.
You me hold you?
How he,
I'm weak. All right.
how he capitalized off of the like he can just be a rapper and he can just be a singer. I feel like that's so important. Like
Yeah.
and I try to do that. So I mean it's definitely him. I got a lot of favorite artists, but as far as influences, I definitely say them two. Like why be one artist?
Yeah, because I was gonna say, cause I don't want to say that y'all sound like anybody. I don't want to do that, but I could definitely hear influences in verses and in certain things. Cause I think in which one was it? It was in Charlie Hustle for President. In your verse, I was like, bro, just
He was talking like he was talking.
he was, and that's why I was listening to it. I was like, I made the stank face. I'm like, bro, this is y'all talking, like y'all really speaking that, and it maybe I feel it more because we from the same city, so I feel some what y'all saying, but I just like hearing rappers talk that talk, and it's something I can feel, because I know some people will try to be too impressive with a rap,
Yeah.
whereas if you super impressive but nobody feels that, it's not gonna get across the same way. But if they really feel what you're saying, then that
Relatable bars, man.
Yeah,
Exactly.
relatable and be vulnerable.
Yeah.
I learned a lot too. Like, don't be scared to say like
Yeah.
something like how you
There's
say
other
like
people going through the same.
Yeah, I think that's really important because y'all do that throughout this album, and I do feel like what comes up a lot is women in these bars. So
That's what
go
I was
ahead,
gonna
touch on
say. That was what I was gonna say earlier. Like the commercial reason for Cincinnati, for City Champs is different from the real reason. Like
Okay.
City Champs. Like you see what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
you see what I'm saying? Like
You wanna
It's like-
you wanna show the differentiation between them?
Like I don't even know how to explain it. Like it's
Yeah.
just in my verse for Charlie Hustle for president, I said I got plenty trophy women. I'm a champion in my city.
Okay.
So that's like, I mean, I guess you can do what you want with that.
Yeah.
With
You
that
ain't
bar.
gotta explain too
You
much.
feel
But
me?
yeah. All
I'm a
right.
champion in my city. Like
he said I had to sit down with my women individually. This would have got
Yeah, I was because what I wanted to say, it was some stuff I was like, some of these low key toxic, but some of it's still relatable because
I feel like I'm giving them that you not alone type talk. Like you feel me? Like
I've done some toxic stuff
I
too.
be thinking this way. I be thinking this. I be doing this, doing that. But I ain't the only one, and that's why
Yeah.
people like it because you feel me?
Right.
I feel like I say a lot of shit that people can't say. Like you see what I'm saying?
I definitely feel like you say some stuff people wouldn't say because I was like, this is as bold as it gets. Like that is crazy.
Definitely.
But what do y'all feel like y'all learned about each other while recording this?
We similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
The shit he be saying, I be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
At the
It really
same time,
turned competitive. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna
you
ask
feel me?
about
Like,
that.
we try to outdo each other on every song for real, but like staying on topic. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so I don't as what I learned from the whole process of making the tape with bro is like two minds is greater than one, basically.
Yeah.
Like we made every song that was just as it was that we collabed on, it got better once we came together on it. Like so,
and we treated it like it was like our own. Like a lot of times when people make collab tapes or projects,
they don't give you that same effort.
They just putting stuff together just cause like
All these songs would have been on my album if he wasn't on it, and
Yeah.
all these songs would probably been on his album if I wasn't on it.
yeah, like we ain't just like all right cool like had that thing. It was times where we like nah let's fix this or da 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 like so that's really the main part of it, treating it like it's your own instead of just putting songs together and putting them out. A lot of people don't care no more. And that's the problem with music for real. Like, you know, we in that microwave era. Stuff don't really last that long. So,
And we actually pieced it together like an album. Like it ain't like just a collection of songs we did. Like we actually like lined it up in chronological order and how it sound and who started off what song and what the you feel me like.
Y'all
who on
think
this
about all
song,
of that?
Like everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything, bro.
Because I definitely felt like it was a theme. I mean, obviously it's called City Champs.
We
but
even
I
put
think,
sample. We like some of the samples you heard wasn't on there. Like we put them on there. Like
Okay.
we put.
Because I caught a few. Well, I think the one I caught on VHS. It was Girl with the Tattoo with Miguel.
yeah.
I was like, because and it was
that
cool.
one was on there though. Quick,
Yeah.
cold with the beats.
See, that was cool because when you know the song, you might not think of what the sample is, but then you got to think, hold up, I know this song, and then I look it up, and it also shows kind of what artists maybe what some had an influence on the song itself. It's like, oh, maybe this is what I think when I hear this song, or it might make you want to take a certain approach to it because you pulling from that. Like if you make a beat if you got a sample in a song and you make a beat around that sample, obviously that is probably gonna pull something. You're probably gonna pull something from that song.
It's crazy you said that because like it's not out, but it was this old freestyle Drake had to the Girl with the Tattoo, and that's how I kind of started off my verse on that song.
Okay.
I don't know if you know Deuce's Chris Brown remix. Like everybody.
Yeah, the whole world on
Drake
it.
start off his verse, I start mine off the same way.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, like I could hear some of y'all's influences in y'all's verses, and I thought, and I think it's cool hearing that stuff, cause just hearing your influences, I want to know do y'all have any influences from the city?
Yeah, for sure.
Who would y'all say?
I feel like in the city, I grew up like watching a lot of the rap battles they used to have in the city. So
okay,
that's how I ain't like before I knew about like the big battle leagues like URL and all
Yeah.
them. I used to watch the badass battles like in Cincinnati.
Okay.
Like I used to be 12 years old, like watching it at lunch, like on the YouTube and shit. Like I just looked up to all them. So that's where the heavy like the heavy entendres, the heavy metaphors and shit come from. I would say all the that I was watching battle like.
okay,
And then as far as like sonically sounding, damn, y'all might not even remember, y'all might not even know. But I used to listen to a nigga named Young Dunny. He was like
never heard.
he was like a R&B singer in the city. Like,
Okay,
oh bro, I f with his sound heavy. I probably, like
Yeah.
I don't draw no type of sound from him, but like that type of shit just made me.
It inspired you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, like,
Same.
I don't even.
I don't really think like sound wise. I don't know, but as far as like just
yeah, it don't have to be sound wise.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
like who kind of like you heard
Like
him,
in a
it's
way,
like, oh, they
in a
inspired
way,
me.
he an inspiration for me. Like I see him make music, it make me want to go make music type. shit. Like,
I say Young Butter, that was my favorite rapper.
Okay.
Even over the like the mainstream rappers and stuff.
Yeah,
I used to before I even made music, it used to be like battles. Like I used to write raps and battle people at lunch. Like,
right.
but this came about because it was I forgot who told me, but one time I was like making music and I would just rap to beats, like no hook, nothing, like
Yeah.
And this dude was like, you can rap, but you can't make a song, like, and then
And that's some rappers' problem.
Yeah.
Like they can rap, like they can battle rap their tails off, but as far as making an actual song, they can't do it. And that's why I think it's kind of cool because I feel like Cheese, you do kind of well with choruses, and I feel like that's something where some people struggle with it. Like if a chorus comes kind of natural to you and it sounds good, it's like that's a talent, because not everybody can make a chorus, and obviously that's what kind of sells a lot of records. If you got a nice chorus, then people will love it because of that. So, it's okay. You'll be alright. But oh yeah, do y'all have any artists that y'all maybe kind of want to shout out in the city?
I have to shout out the boys on the tape. Shout out Kenji, shout out Chris Crooks, and shout out my boy Neo.
Because I definitely want to use this to be able to promote who else we know of in the city that we work with, that we like, and things like that.
Chemistry-wise, Kenji up there with us too. Like, he can get on any song we make and really like do his thing on him. If we want to be technical, we could have did like a 3-person tape. It could have been
Kenji.
Yeah, like Kenji could have been very well much been on this tape. Like,
and I told you I went to school with him. I didn't really know him technically.
Bro.
No, I think he was at Warner before I was there. But yeah, I'm hip to him too.
He like
hard, bro.
Literally a wizard. Like you gotta listen to some stuff.
Yeah, I bet he be rapping for real. What else did I have? You good, bro?
see these cough syrup.
Man.
Man.
Let me see. Oh, I thought. All right. So I wrote this from Ocknell. You said, girl, you ain't the one, so I can't. Oh, you said I can't chase you because it get real gritty or something. I was like, just every little reference that y'all had, I was like, bro, this, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about because I'm here with you. I'm here with you. Like the fact that, you know, as of this recording, we still in the playoffs and everything. We making it happen. Loving it, bro.
Yeah.
It's just, I feel like there's a lot that's kind of inspiring a lot of people in the city. Yeah.
We even we put like a what was that, a post-fight interview from Adrian Broner? Like,
thank you. I was gonna ask what inspired that, or is it just the fact that he's from Cincinnati?
He won the championship that fight, and he was talking.
He was talking crazy. And got your belt and your girl.
Yeah.
I was like, bro.
And that's kind of really the whole gist of the tape. Like, I got your belt and your girl. Like, that's really what it comes down to. Man. That's really what it boiled down to. Like, I left with his belt and his girl. That's the perfect way to describe the tape to me.
It's so funny, dude. Bro. And were there maybe any features that y'all like tried to get, but y'all maybe weren't able to get, or people that y'all kind of had feature on a song, but y'all just didn't decide to put it out?
Did we? Oh yeah, we talked about it. Like we was talking about like getting Skylar Black. We wanted her, you feel me? But stuff like see how you said stuff came up.
That would be crazy.
But we was that's some stuff we was just talking about it.
Yeah.
We gonna have Sammy on the tape too. Don Sammy.
Okay.
We gonna have him on the tape too.
On like the deluxe?
We could have had Mike, Big Lou.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
We could have had Big Lou on the tape.
Yes, sir.
Like, but all that's gonna come. That's gonna come later down the road anyway. Like,
yeah, cause I think
we ain't finna just drop the tape and be done making music together. Like,
oh,
we got hella. Like,
yeah, cause like you were saying earlier, I know you already showed the track list for your upcoming tape, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure Chee's about to be somewhere on there. Like, y'all just made a tape. Cause what I always think is cool is something that maybe didn't make this tape. It's probably gonna make it on one of y'all's next album. Yeah, for something like that's probably what's gonna happen. And then Shawn Michaels again. I was like, I think it's cool just seeing artists' influences and seeing how it shows through either in how they approach their music or what they are literally saying in their music. So that's why I kind of want to also know who y'all's inspirations were, because I felt like I knew of it sounded like Kanye from at least maybe the production or how the music sounded, but then I could hear Drake influences in some of the bars and stuff like that. So I think it's cool to be able to analyze y'all's own music. And what else did I have? Oh, right. So what do y'all feel about how do you feel about the Cincinnati hip hop scene? And what do y'all bring to it?
I feel like for us, we bring the versatility to the table for sure.
Okay.
Like, I don't really think it's another two tandem group of dudes that can get on a feature. You feel me?
You good?
that could get on the feature and carry the song, that could do a verse that's elite, can do a hook that's elite, or could produce put out a whole album that's like an album. You feel me? Like a lot of shit that come out now ain't really albums. Like we really put out studio albums type.
Cause I will say that
that's a lost art for real.
When I make music, I be like, I don't think of, and it's nothing to like try to like downgrade our city. I literally,
yeah.
You have to think bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I literally make music thinking like I'm about to drop with Drake and them. Like,
oh yeah.
I think when I make music like that, I want to make something top tier. I feel like that's what.
Cause I'm not really trying to impress people in the city when it come down to it. I'm really trying to impress everybody around the world.
Right.
But the people in the city gonna hear it first.
Yeah, and they're gonna be the ones that's hopefully, lifting you up.
But the Cincinnati rap scene is really, it's moving though. Like a lot of people getting recognized now. The sounds is changing for sure. It was like for like a 5-year period, everybody was sounding the same. You know, this was before I only been making music for like 3-4 years.
Right, and that's why I think it's cool to see collaboration between two artists that are in the city and from the city. Cause it's like, all right, man, why don't we put, like, you might inspire 2 other people to say, why don't we put out a mix, tape together, or why don't we collaborate with this artist more?
I definitely think that's gonna happen. That's something that's been on my mind.
Because I think the more we work to, like, collaboration is what's gonna bring us out of whatever little rut we might be in. Because it's a lot of people that made it out. Like y'all heard of Aaron Ray?
Yeah.
That's amazing R&B singer. You got him. Then we have classic artists like Bootsy Collins that came from out of here. Then we have people in the music industry like L.A. Reid that are from here. So it's like, the potential and the ability is there. It's just the execution. That's really what it's gonna boil down to.
I think it's a great start. Like, for example, I even look at my own stuff. Like for something with this, after it dropped, let's say like we even teased at making another one. Like I know it's gonna be other artists. Like, I gotta get on this. Like y'all gotta have me on this one because they do that with my other albums and stuff. Like something like this, when he got his fans and I got mine, or his supporters and my supporters. Like
that's what I'm saying. That's what collaboration does. Like, that's kind of what this is as well. It's like I'm bringing my audience to y'all, but y'all's audience might also come to the highlight reel. But I just think it's important to be able to talk about who y'all are as people, because obviously people will listen to y'all music, but I want people to know who y'all are as people. It's like, okay, I feel like I relate to him, because I already feel like I do since we from the same city, but it just might add a whole nother layer to it that'll make people say, every time I hear him, I understand what he's saying, because College Hill's down the street, Walnut Hill's by my house, or whatever. It's just all these different things that help people relate to us. Yeah.
Just listening to the music, they definitely a stereotype. Like, I show our stuff to some of my lady friends. It's the first thing, like, they hear bro part, like, oh, y'all toxic. Oh, he's toxic. Like, and
I think
stuff
that's
like that.
Funny though, cause I think it was the song where you was like, you gonna talk to all your women and have a meeting with them. Or it was, I just heard a few lines. Well, no, I think it was maybe one of the later songs. Just some of the lines, I was like, dang, this is toxic. But I'm pretty sure y'all knew that, and then that's what's funny. It's like they I know, and you still hearing it.
Yeah,
it's like
for sure.
But it's relatable because everybody got their shortcomings. We've all done some toxic stuff, and that's just a part of growth. That's a part of your experience, and that's why it is relatable as well.
A lot of the shit that I even rap about now is like, it comes from a younger state of mind. Like, I like to think that I'm more mature than what I be putting out on tapes. And some songs be like real mature, some be immature, some you can tell I'm playing around on it type.
Yeah.
But I think I'm more mature than with my music, cause like I said, I literally try to come off as like the corny dude with girls, like.
The corny dude with girls.
Like, that's literally what I try to do.
That's almost like, it's like.
Yeah, like.
I get girls, but I'm corny. Yeah, it's like I'm a corny dude, but they love it.
Yeah.
I can kind of relate to that too, though. I mean, not no braggadocious way or nothing, but it's like
that's literally what I try to come off as.
Yeah, being corny can be funny sometimes, cause it's like, I don't want to try too hard. I think this is funny. I'm gonna just say it, and if you laugh, it's like, come on now. All right, you saying it's corny, but you laugh. So how corny is it?
My thing is, like, you said, all right, buying you flowers is corny, or buying like but you love it, or let's say like I'm talking to 3 women, but I'm dating all of them. Like, I'm treating all of them nice, treating all of them like that's real corny though. Like, when you think about it, like, you really only supposed to have the one you treat. Like, you feel me? Like, but you feel me? You falling in love with the side chicks and like, like that.
Oh my
Like you
goodness.
just come off corny, like. But they
Don't
love
incriminate
you,
yourself.
feel
Don't
me?
incriminate.
Oh, nah,
man.
you gotta do some digging to incriminate me. You feel me? I'm cool. I'm cool.
Yeah, man, I just think that this tape, like I said, I was super excited to hear it. I was like, oh, I'm probably one of the first people hearing this. But then when I listened to it, I think Heartbreak Legends definitely set the tone. It's like just the cassette going in. It's like, I mean, was that part of the tag or was that like, yeah? When I heard that,
They added that too.
I heard that. I'm thinking, oh, it's like you are entering into something. Is that what you were trying to convey?
You putting the tape in there,
Yeah.
and you just sit back and you listen to it.
Yeah, that's smart. That's smart, man. And then just so many references,
I
bro.
told him early on I wanted to get like some cause it's like I have a mimic like or a gimmick every tape that I drop. Like my last tape was like I have baseball cards. Like this one I wanted to get some vinyls made. Like
I mean, hey, y'all still can. Y'all still can.
Nah, we for sure can.
Yeah,
sure.
y'all. I just want to say I'm proud of y'all for this tape, man. Like this is a good project. I definitely think people need to go stream this when it drops. And yeah, man. It's like listening to it. I was like, all right, two people from the city coming together, and I feel like I can see myself in some of it, of course, because this is how I feel about my own city. I'm trying to basically be a city champ. I want to make something of myself from here because people feel like there's nothing going on here because, like you said, it's like ain't nobody on the throne. It's kind of cold. It's like who's gonna be the one to do that? And I think this is almost a polite, competition line for it. It's like, look, who gonna get it, man? Seriously, because if you want it, why not go get it? Because we all trying to go for it.
There's people in the city that's did like collab tapes and shit. Like I just think this is the most perfected version of it. Like we didn't, like we polished it up. Like
it is, yeah.
It ain't like a mixtape. Like we really made a project together. Like it ain't like we just had a bunch of songs sitting around with both of each other. Like nah, we came with a message and had like. You feel me? Like I said, we got different alter egos throughout the tape. Like we did that shit on purpose. Like
yeah, do y'all have actually
all the songs got purpose to it.
Yeah, were y'all thinking about doing any videos for any more of the songs?
Yeah, he was trying to do a video for well, I ain't gonna say too much, but
yeah,
he was trying to do more videos.
Okay, I'm just curious.
Yeah,
you ain't gotta drop the specific. You ain't gotta drop the specific details yet. You ain't gotta drop it yet. Yeah. But I'm just curious because I'm like, a video for this would be cool. A video for this would be cool.
We could do Heartbreak Legends because we ain't really need no casting or nothing for the video. We ain't need nobody to know the lyrics to it. That was just something to put out. Like you see, we ain't even drop it as a single on no streaming platform.
Yeah.
We just put it on YouTube, let people hear it, and that's basically the snippet for the tape. That's really the snippet for the whole tape.
Also, y'all got some real thoughts about what's gonna go on with this as far as even after it dropped.
For sure.
Yeah. Y'all was sticking ahead with this, and I like that, man. But yeah, for real, I feel like I kind of asked everything I wanted to ask y'all. Kind of got y'all favorite songs on it. Told y'all what my favorite songs were. But yeah, this is, again, I want to say I'm proud of y'all. I think that this is going to be a very successful thing for y'all. It's going to bring more attention to y'all. And I pray y'all like more success on this path. Because, like I said, I think the fact that we went to the same school, and then I can see you going on with music because you just recently followed me, but like I like to rap as well, so it's just inspiring to be able to see other people do it, and it gives others hope to do it. And I just want to say, we appreciate you. Cincinnati appreciate y'all.
For sure. That's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Like he said, like inspire each other. Like it'd be a lot of times like. Probably him or another artist I'm cool with to drop a snippet. First thing I'm thinking like that's hard. I need to get in the booth. Like that's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah. But yeah, bro, I think that it's gonna be a huge thing, and people definitely need to make sure that they go stream that wherever it is. And what you got? You got something to say? You got something you want to tell me? No?
Talking to the mic.
Right. Say it with your chest. Like nah. But yeah, man, I just wanted to say thank y'all for being guests on the highlight reel. This feels like it was brief, but like we've been here for a little minute, low key. But yeah, man, I thank y'all for giving me a piece of y'all's time, and I think that it's up from here. I just can't wait to see y'all's continued growth from here, and whatever other collab tapes y'all might do, because this might just be the beginning of many. Like I said, I really like this. The few songs I have heard, like I heard the whole thing, but I already have my favorites. Like I'm gonna be like, bro, listen to this. I might even mess
And
y'all
that might
text y'all.
change though if
Yeah.
like once you see the visuals, like once you visualize the song and we put it in your face, like you might like another song better just because you can see
you
it.
at another time. You riding in the whip, you just hear something like.
Yeah.
But that's the most part I'm excited. I don't really know which one. Usually when you drop a project, you know like, all right, this gonna be the one.
Yeah.
That's what I'm excited to find out. I don't have
Because
an
the songs
idea.
we like the most might be
Yeah.
like
I don't know
everybody
which
might
one
like
gonna
totally
be.
different songs.
Oh, yeah.
They like.
That's why I wanted to tell y'all what because hearing what y'all's favorite songs were, and then telling y'all what my favorite songs were, it's like, okay, as y'all the ones that made it, this is what y'all like the most. But then as someone that's consuming it, this is what I liked a lot.
Sometimes I like a song more because of what went into the song. Like
Yeah,
I like I put more effort into a song or more creation went into the song
Okay.
than another song that people might like more. But I got more appreciation for another song type shit. Like.
Yeah, because I was gonna say it could be a lot that goes into it. It's like, man, we have to do a lot or go through a lot just to get this song done. But I'm glad we got it done. So this is why it's my favorite. Or
And it sounds exactly how you want it to sound. Like,
Yeah.
it's a sense of accomplishment. Like,
or the fact that another song came so effortlessly.
Yeah,
Like, bro, did we really just do a song? Like, I felt like we just talked in 15 minutes. We was done. You know. So I think being able to go through all those things as a team basically is kind of cool. And then of course this is a great learning experience for both of y'all, just because it's like, all right, this is what doing a collab tape was like. This is what this is like with another person. And then Quan, how has like fatherhood kind of changed you as an artist?
That's a good question because I thought you was about to just say how has it changed me, but as an artist, in a big way. I ain't gonna lie, like I never thought. Not saying I never thought I was gonna be a father, but like at the stage I'm at now, and I always tell people like, it don't ever really hit you like, dang, I'm a dad. Like as humans, we just adapt. Like, and that's kind of how it happened. Like one day I'm chilling, next day I got like a little Tyler here. So, but as far as the music.
Yeah.
Obviously, like that's my priority. Like, and
the people can tell. The people can tell.
Like,
yeah.
I have them thoughts. Like, I went from the music my priority. Like every single day, I dedicated something to music, whether it's writing 4 bars, a whole song, or just listening to a beat. And it's like not that I shied away from that, but it's like I got a bigger responsibility. So oftentimes I tell people like, yeah, I'm about to be done with this. Like I'ma still do features, but I ain't gonna be making it a priority. Like, all right, I gotta get in the booth. But like you was just saying, and other people saying like they hear like the tape we got coming or mine, and they be like, nah, stuff about to happen bigger. So I'm like,
yeah.
I mean, we'll see where it go, but definitely like. It's just made it like, it hasn't made anything complicated. It's just not like, I don't know. It definitely make me not play around with it or waste time with it for sure.
Because
like,
you're a father now?
Yeah, and it's like, I just feel like I can't waste no time. Like I'm not lollygagging in the studio.
Oh,
I'm not going unless I have everything completed like to record. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it hasn't changed it that much, but definitely like on a perspective level, yeah.
And Cheesy, would you feel like you've kind of learned anything, at least from kind of seeing how he's interacting?
Even with me not being a father, when I go in the studio, it's like, even though like sometimes I do freestyle and punch in and shit, like, but I'm in there not to waste time. Like I'm really in there to get work done. Like I don't go in there and be like you feel me, we gonna laugh and kick and shit, but I'm really trying to get this shit done.
Yeah, you're trying to hone in.
At the end of the day, you spending your money, or you spending your time. Like, you feel me? I can record here anytime I want to. Like, but it's still time. Like,
exactly.
You feel me? I could be doing other shit. I could be getting
if you could
money
have 4 songs done in an hour, it's just like, why not get it done in an hour then? Don't make it 3. So I feel you there.
And that was a lot of me like growing up in the booth, cause I used to go in there and be timid or be like nervous and shit, like. And then it got to the point where if I'm spending my time and money in her, like I don't care who out there, I don't care about being embarrassed or like being timid. Yeah, like I'm gonna experiment. I'm gonna do everything with everybody in the booth, or I mean, you feel me? Just do what I gotta do to get the job done. Cause at the end of the day, you gotta get it done. Like
I think it's good that you have that mentality, because that's another thing that I feel like a lot of people deal with as far as just being scared to try stuff or try to go for something. It's like, bro, if you doing something like that, it kind of builds character for you. It's like, all right, I'm nervous to do this, I'm scared to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway, just because it's like I might grow from it. What is going on outside?
So you want to put the window on?
Oh, the window is.
Yeah, the window's down.
Oh, I'm tripping. Don't worry about it.
We had it down.
You good? You good, man. But yeah, I think it's cool to have something like that, just because that's something that I'm still dealing with myself. It's like, bro, I'm so nervous to do this, but I want to do it. Like, I don't want to shy away from it, because usually on the other side of your fear is kind of everything you want, or the things that you desire and probably need to bring about of yourself to be your best self. So I think being able to do things like that through your fear, cause I've been preaching that on the highlight reel for so long. Just do it scared. Even if you're scared to do it, still do it. Because if you don't, you probably won't experience what you need to. So you might as well just go ahead and do it.
So you might as well just do this.
Do it, because a lot of people could be behind it, and that's how it was with me. Like, I used to be nervous and stuff, or I used to not like my voice, but if everybody telling me like, dang, this sound fire, like you can sing or something, like, and I'm the only person that's not like it, and it's like,
right, it's like everybody loves it, but you don't. And
My
it's
mom
like,
always told me, like, you are what people think you are. Like, you could be, like, you would much rather be a bad person and have everybody think you good than to be a good person and everybody think you bad. Like,
that's kind of deep. Okay, because I was gonna say on another side of that, as far as your ideas and what others think, like your ideas, you kind of just need to put them out, because you might have an idea and then when you don't do anything with it, you lose it.
Yeah.
Like I think Pharrell said something like that. It's like they're kind of some things that come to you. So when you get it, do something with it right then, because if you don't, you will lose it, and then everyone that was supposed to hear it will therefore lose out on it as well. So when you get it, do something with it. Do
man,
something with it.
sometimes I get in the modes where, like, I think of something and I just have to record it in my phone.
Yeah,
Like, just so I can go back, because I forget it. I forget some shit.
You do the same thing?
all the time. I got, you know, if you listen to my voice records, you would think I'm weird. Like, I just be humming melody, so I don't forget a melody, or like say rap it, so because sometimes you will write something, but you forget how you said it. Like,
Oh, of course, yeah,
so
yeah.
I definitely do that.
And I think one thing that maybe has helped, hopefully many artists, is maybe, have y'all both seen Kanye's documentary? Yeah. Watching that documentary, I saw how he would be in the studio saying gibberish, but then when you see what the song turned out to be, it's like, okay, it's a good thing he probably either recorded that or he did something with it, because it led to the idea that you end up hearing. So he did something with it, at least at some point. And I think, so it's not weird. I don't think that's weird. I've done stuff like that too. Like, you'll be freestyling and you're like, man, this is hot garbage. But you got it down because you know what you didn't like, but what you were trying to do, or you mold it into what you wanted it to be. So I think that's always an important thing to be able to, you know, learn from it, to be able to analyze and see. But yeah, again, I do want to say thank y'all for being guests on the highlight reel, man. I truly appreciate y'all. This is I think this is my first music interview. So yeah, hopefully we end up doing this again at some point. You know what I mean?
Later down the road.
Yeah, for real. We both, you know, we gonna be at some higher spots or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that this is really cool. I was so excited when I saw that you put the when I saw the graphic. I said, oh yeah, when y'all dropping that? Oh yeah, let me go ahead and let's do something. let's get to this. Let's get to it. But again, yeah, thank y'all for being guests. And is there any last words that y'all want to say to the people before we finish up, before we wrap up?
Yeah. I just know, like, I was at this concert, like a Mac Miller concert back in high school. Wiz came, actually. And Mac Miller said something that I always remember. He just said, if you think about something every day, go for it, like you said, with the ideas. And whatever that is, like love, music, a dream job, something, a hobby. If you think about that every day, pursue actions to it. So. Okay.
Yeah, man. And you got anything, Cheesy?
Nah, there's stream the tape when it drop. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Feedback. Like, I'm excited for it, because we've been sitting on it for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, of course I wasn't in the process with y'all, but you said 2 years. I'm like, yeah,
that's when the idea first came, like
2 years ago,
like 2020. Facts. We finally dropping.
Long time coming.
Yeah.
Wow.
In between that time, we've been dropping shit with each other on it though. Like, you feel me? He's been on my album, I've been on his. Like,
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, I think it's gonna be. I think the people are gonna like it, man. I'm pretty sure that they will, and can't wait to see what it does, man. But yeah, again, thank y'all for being guests.
Thanks for having us.
No problem, man. And again, thank you to the listener, to the viewer, to the watcher, listening to this episode of the Highlight Reel. I appreciate y'all having, giving me a piece of y'all's time. And yeah, I hope that you have a good rest of y'all's evening, night, day. And I wish y'all much more success and prosperity, all that good stuff. Because just seeing people from the city, it motivates me and it inspires me as well. So I love seeing that. But this has been your episode of the Highlight Reel. That's a wrap. Peace out.